Hello everyone, Victoria here, and welcome to the 3-day Build Your Own B2B Global Platform Challenge. I'm so excited to have you here today. For the past 28, almost 29 years, I've been helping people just like you start and scale their online businesses to 7 and 8 figures. We don't play small here in the unicorn universe. One of the fastest and easiest ways to hit minimum 6-figure months consistently is curating a B2B global platform. And that's exactly what we're going to do over the next 3 days. At the end of the 3 days, if you would like to work one-on-one with me to build it all out, launch and start selling in 21 days, I'll share with you exactly how we can do that. And I have an incredible opportunity for you today. Let's begin. What I want you to start thinking about is what a B2B global platform could do for you. A B2B global platform has the potential to change your life and how you make money forever. We are going to put all of your incredible content into one platform and sell it. Sell the license to that platform for 12 months to an organization for very, very high ticket. So we're doing things very different. There's nothing traditional about what we're going to do. A B2B global platform is going to host all of your content, your intellectual property, methodology, formula, templates, tools, everything. We are going to put that all into one platform. We are going to then invite organizations to do a free trial, either 7, 14, 21 or 30-day free trial. It is pure value before transaction. This is exactly what I'm doing for you right now. I'm giving away some of the secrets of how to do your own B2B global platform. You're not paying for the challenge, it's free. It is value before transaction, so you can see that this is my expertise. This is what my superpower is. This is me as a category of one. Nobody else teaches what I teach. Nobody else teaches what I teach when it comes to a B2B global platform and my unicorn methodology. UNICORYN. That is the methodology that's going to take you from where you are now to launching and selling your very own B2B global platform for very, very high ticket. This gets to be so exciting because right now you're sitting on a gold mine. We're going to move you from selling one-to-one, selling 1997 offers, to selling your offers for 50K, 100K, 300K. The sky isn't even the limit when it comes to B2B global platforms because these organizations are they are actively looking for platforms and content to purchase for their people. I want you to think for a moment how much organizations spend on attracting, training, and retaining their people. Millions of dollars every year. They are actively looking for platforms that are going to help either their entire organization. So think about things like health and wellness in the workplace, nutrition, looking at mental health, overcoming anxiety, depression in the workplace, overcoming overwhelm, burnout, stress in the marketplace, in the workplace. Next, what about skills? You can be teaching a whole organization about human design, manifestation, sales and marketing, consumer behavior, SEO, social media, public speaking, how to be more confident, conflict resolution. Like the sky is not even the limit with what you can be doing. And I want you to think for a moment how much content you already have. You've probably got so much content that we can repurpose and start selling very, very quickly. It gets to be really easy when you are dialed in on what it is you need to do. So your B2B global platform is going to host all of your content, and that content is going to be your IP, your intellectual property. So an organization is going to pay you for a 12-month license to access that platform. You can host this on Kajabi, Kartra, ClickFunnels, Go High Level, School. We've got people doing it in Facebook groups. You get to choose. If we do work together one-on-one, it's all custom, it's all bespoke. We're going to do all of this together. But I want this challenge to be for those of you that really are ready to say yes to yourself, to your future. Are you playing small? I bet you are playing small. You're probably charging 2K, maybe 5K. What about charging $300,000 for one organization to buy a license to your platform? You don't have to do Zoom calls or host a community. They are accessing the content whenever they want. I really do call it a platform in your pocket. You could be helping organizations with happiness in the workplace, people being more happy, more joyful, bringing fun back to the workplace. You could have workshops and templates. So your first thought process is, what is it that I can be selling? What's my superpower? What am I best in the world at? And you can start looking for content that you already have. And we're going to start putting that content into your platform. Think about this for a moment. How many of your current offers would you have to sell to make $200,000 in the next 30 days? How many of your current offers would you have to sell to make $200,000 in the next 30 days? Because when we're playing in the unicorn universe, you sell one and make $200,000. So we're not grinding, we're not hustling, we're not going into Facebook groups and answering questions and hoping people will buy. We're not doing all these freebies and lead magnets and webinars and challenges and 12,000 things happening. We are going to do pure value before transaction, where we are going to select organizations that we would love to work with. We would love them to access our content. And we're going to invite them to an exclusive free trial, 7, 14, 21, or 30 days, where they can experience your magic, your content. And then it's either an effortless yes, they hit the buy now button and they pay 50K, 150, 350K for a 12-month license to your platform, or it's a no. And often no is just a not right now. We've just spent our budget. Organizations are actively looking for platforms like yours that can help either their whole organization, mental health, happiness, or a small portion, sales and marketing, the creative production team, the executive team, leadership. We have private clients doing these platforms on a wide array of topics. Leadership, women in the workplace, feminine embodiment, feminine empowerment, wealth energetics, public speaking, how to be a more confident speaker, working with startups that are wanting to get investors. There is so much possibility and it's all at your fingertips right now, but you need to reach out and say yes to yourself, yes to your future. Curating and selling a B2B platform means building it once and selling it on repeat. No sales calls, because we're doing the value before transaction where they get to experience the free trial, and it's an effortless yes or a no. So you're not actually having to sell on a call. 2, no paid ads. You're reaching out. This is an invitation only experience. It's so exclusive. Not everyone is going to be able to access your content, your intellectual property, your methodology, your formula, your magic, your secret sauce. It's by invitation only. So think about what kind of content you can create. Today is all just about that experience of really feeling into what it's going to be like, what you need to do. Is this something you want to do? Because it is a 21-day lock-in. You're working 2 to 3 hours every day for 21 days. Weekends are off to build, launch, and start selling your B2B global platform to organizations for a 12-month license at very high ticket. So start thinking, is this what you want? Is this the next step in your business journey? And if you want more money, like unfathomable wealth, like we're talking 6-figure months, you want to create more impact. You're going to have thousands, probably tens of thousands of people consuming your content. You want to create impact, your beautiful body of work. Let so many people experience it, and you're being beautifully compensated for it without all the hustle and grind. And 3, the freedom it brings you. I can't even articulate that to you. Spending 21 days to build a platform, your digital asset that you can just then sell on repeat. You don't need a team. You can do it on your own. Full transparency, all of our multi-7 and 8-figure private clients with a B2B global platform have a team. Small team usually, they love to manage a small team. VAs, production to help with videos. Some have very specific VAs, like helping them on Kajabi or ClickFunnels with uploading content. Others are looking for, support on LinkedIn. You might be using one of the tools that we recommend, Expandy, which is a tool extension inside Sales Nav, inside LinkedIn. You're sending out 80 to 100 invitations per day, very curated, bespoke. You might have somebody just managing that for you, but you can get started the first few months on your own. We've got clients that just want to make one sale a month at 100K and they're doing it all on their own. It gets to be whatever works for you. The proven unicorn methodology, you'll follow step by step on the 21 days, but everything else, it's your personal goals, what kind of impact you want to create. So really have the most honest conversation with yourself today. Is this the direction I want to take? Is this where I'm going? Because once you do, this is so scalable. You can take this to the moon. We've got clients that are having, multi-6-figure months selling their licenses to their B2B global platform, and this is possible for you. We build fast, we launch fast, we scale fast. Build, launch, scale fast. Money loves speed, impact loves speed, freedom loves speed. So today's activity inside our challenge is for you to have the most honest conversation with yourself. And what I want you to really focus on is you must take radical self-ownership and accountability of your life. I say this every day. No one is coming. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to do the work for you. This is up to you. And you have to commit. You have to commit, yes, I am going to do this. This is my time. It's not a dress rehearsal. You don't get a second chance. Like, this is it. Are you going to continue doing what you're doing and hope it works? Or are you going to lock in with a proven methodology, invest in yourself, build a digital asset once that is going to sell on repeat, and you're going to be able to make money from it forever? I want you to have that conversation with yourself, and I'm crystal clear on this. This is not for everyone. If you're wanting to have 5, 10, 15K months, this is not for you. You want to sell a $1,997 offer, I am not your person. There are 12 million amazing mentors and coaches that can help you with that. If you want 6 figures every month consistently, if you want to build a digital asset once, sell it on repeat, impact, freedom, unfathomable wealth that's going to like really build a legacy for you, then you are in the right place. But I need you to have that conversation, and it has to be so honest. Imposter syndrome is going to creep in. I'm not good enough. No one's going to pay. Who would possibly spend, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 on my content? I don't have a methodology. I don't know if it works. Yada, 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 yada. That's going to happen. So you must focus on a mindset of growth and abundance. There is so much evidence in the online space of people having 100K days, $1 million months. Why can't that be you? Instead of saying to myself, oh, why does this not happen for me? I can't even sell my 5K offer. I can't even get people into my free masterclass. Instead, let's switch to why not me? Why not me? I have organizations out there looking for content that can help their people. They don't want to go and get new people, attract, train them, work on keeping them, retention. They want to keep the people they have so happy in the workplace. Your platform can do exactly that. Teach new skills. Show them how they can get more leads, more sales. Work on leadership. How can you help their executive team, their C-suite with leadership? Let's build your formula. Let's build your methodology. Because what we need is you must be a category of one. Meaning what you're selling, your 12-month license, that content that you have in there, those organizations cannot get that anywhere else. So when they experience your free trial, and when I say experience, they are in your platform. They're watching the videos, they're reading the blogs and articles, they're listening to the podcasts. Maybe you've got visualizations, meditations, affirmations. They're consuming it to make the decision, is this a good fit for my organization? Because they have the money to spend. It's like, oh, I'm finally selling to people that have money. There's no kind of pushback. You're not dealing with objections. Yes, it's an effortless yes. I've paid. No, often that's not right now. But you don't have to do all the hustle, the follow-ups, the urgency, the flash sales, the Black Friday, the posting on TikTok, the dancing on TikTok. Oh, I've got to have a blog now. I've got to do a podcast. I've got to post on Facebook 12 times a day. No more of that. It becomes this effortless, seamless integration into your business of building a digital asset once and selling it on repeat for very, very high ticket. It's game changing. This has the potential to change your life and how you make money forever. So today's activity is to have that conversation. Really sit with it and be so honest with yourself. Am I where I want to be in my business, or do I have this fire in my belly for more money, like crazy money? Like I want to retire in 2 years. Like I want to build this legacy product. This is it. I want to make impact. I want so many people. I want hundreds and hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of people consuming my body of work. And you finally, when you go on holidays, you finally want to be on holidays, not creating content, not answering clients, not looking for more clients. You're on holidays. We don't do that very well as business owners and entrepreneurs. On holidays, we're still working, we're checking emails. Oh, this is a pretty location. I'm going to do some content here. Oh, I'm going to post and show the world that I'm on holidays because, oh, maybe people will see that, my work's going to help them get more. Like, enough already, enough. If you're playing small and you're ready to go big, you're truly ready to show up and create a business model that is so scalable that you don't have to do paid ads, no sales calls, you don't need a large team, you don't need a team at all to begin with. You know in your soul that this is meant for you. You're meant to be in the unicorn universe. You're meant to be the unicorn, the category of one. You're ready for people to reach out to you. Can I pay you to come on my podcast? Can I pay you to write a chapter in my book that I'm about to publish? Can I pay you to publish your own book on this topic? Can I pay you to be the keynote speaker at this event? Can I pay you to do a meet and greet? The doors of opportunity are going to fly wide open when you launch your B2B global platform. You're going to be invited to speak, to share, to promote, because you will be seen as a category of one. What you're selling, nobody else is selling. Nobody else can get access to it unless there's zeros at the end of it. This is not an offer that you can get for $1,000 or $5,000. If you were to present your B2B global platform to a founder of a startup or a CEO or a HR manager, a department head, and say, you can get this, all my content, all my IP, you can license it to everybody in your organization, it's only $1,997, they would not even do the free trial. They wouldn't see the value in that. They're paying thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to attract, retain, train. Should have done that the other way. Attract, train, retain their people, their culture. And if you can provide that on a silver platter, where they get to experience it up front, no obligation, no credit card, just check it out, and then it's a yes or a no, it's this no-brainer experience. There's no sales tactics. You're just serving. You're serving them with this content platform that they get to consume. So your conversation today needs to be an effortless yes for you, I'm doing this, or it's a no, which for you might be, not right now, I might look at this later. But only you can make that decision. Only you has that feeling, that burning desire that, yes, I want more money, more impact, more freedom. And if that's it, this business model is exactly what you've been looking for. It's so exciting. It is such an exciting opportunity that gives you the potential to change your life and your bank account forever. So I will see you in day 2, where we're going to look at more of the logistics and really break down how you can create your own B2B global platform and start creating minimum 6-figure months, multiple 6-figure months for some of you, depending on your financial goals, by selling a 12-month license to your intellectual property, to people that actually have money to spend. It's crazy. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. I hope you feel inspired. I hope you feel activated. I hope you feel excited, because the sky isn't even the limit. There is no cap on how much money, how much impact, how much freedom you can experience with your very own B2B global platform. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of our 3-day challenge in creating, launching, and selling your B2B global platform. I hope on day 1 you left feeling excited, inspired, maybe even activated, because B2B platforms, this whole space is so new. It's innovative, it's exciting, it is a category of one itself. Having a B2B global platform has changed my life forever. So I am beyond excited about today's session. We're going to get a little bit more logistical today, where I'm going to walk you through some steps to really get you started. because I am all about implementation. You can watch all of my free training, you can download all of my free blogs, go onto my YouTube, but until you're ready to say yes to yourself, and that doesn't mean having to work with me, that means saying yes to yourself that yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to build a platform once that I can sell for premium pricing over and over and over again. And I need you to have that. This is an effortless yes. I am in. I am ready. I am doing this. I'm doing what it takes to move my business, my life from where I am now to where I want it to be. So if you're ready for 3 things: 1, multiple 6-figure months; 2, global impact, getting your body of work, your life's work, your intellectual property into the hands of tens of thousands and thousands of people worldwide; and 3, that freedom that I talk about because it just lights me up. The freedom of being able to do what you want because you have the means to do it. When you have the money and you have that piece of, I can fly first class, I can go to all of my kids' school activities, I don't even have to think about whether I need to take the time off. Whether you're ready to quit your part-time job and go all in and invest in yourself, not just financially, but time, then this is exactly where you need to be right now. So get ready, take the notes that you need to take. I want to try and really broaden your mindset to this is so possible. And I'm going to give you the first few steps so you can really start thinking about what you need to do. So number 1, you really need to identify your core expertise. I've just got notes in front of me. I don't want to miss anything. What is your core expertise? Like, what's your best in the world at statement? Once you launch your B2B global platform, very quickly you're going to become the one, the category of one, the unicorn. You're going to be seen as an expert in that industry, in that niche. People are going to be reaching out for you to be their keynote speaker, write a chapter in their book and be paid for it, be interviewed on their podcast and be beautifully compensated for that. Your world as you know it will change. A B2B global platform is going to put you on a whole other level. So what is your expertise? What is your gift, your superpower? And that's really important that you articulate that. So the number 1 thing that I want you to do today, what I want you to think about is sitting down and writing out a list of all your accomplishments, your gifts, things that you've helped people with, things that people have said to you, oh my gosh, you're so good at that. Or I couldn't have done that without you. I never saw it that way. You have a gift, but you must be able to articulate that to your audience, being organizations, decision makers at those organizations. Without it, they're not going to understand. They're not going to see what difference you can make. So, what is your expertise? I want you to think about the next step being, and then how can I put this expertise into a methodology, a formula, a framework? Because that is going to alleviate a lot of the noise in terms of what am I buying? What are you helping with? And this is a really big tip. Don't try and be everything to everyone. Biggest mistake that I see people making. Don't try and be everything to everyone. Hone in on the need. Hone in on the dream, the problem. You're going to come in from one of 2 ways, or maybe a fusion of the 2. 1, solving a problem. An organization has a real problem with anxiety, overwhelm, burnout in their workplace. People are taking time off work. People are taking mental health days. People are taking much longer holidays. People are not coming back from holidays. People are quitting. They need something. And if your platform can be the solution to that problem, pricing becomes irrelevant. And imagine if that's an international finance empire that has 20,000 people worldwide, and you're saying it's $500,000 for a 12-month license. Pricing becomes irrelevant because you are now the category of one, and this organization cannot get your content anywhere else in the world. And that is why organizations are paying premium pricing to purchase content such as yours. So are you solving a problem, or are you helping a dream, a vision, a skill come to life? One of our clients has recently put together a global platform on human design and manifestation in the workplace. Organizations are snapping it up. Human design and manifestation in the workplace. She's created her own methodology around that, which for confidential reasons I can't share. But organizations love that. She's helping people learn about their human design, learn about manifestation, and that's bringing a new skill to the workplace, and it's also keeping their people happy and engaged. They're learning something new. So are you solving a pain point, a problem, and are you a solution? Is your content the solution? And or are you helping them learn a new skill, bring a vision to life? What is it that you are doing? We want to be crystal clear on that. All right. Next, I want you to define what your platform will deliver. And this is where the content comes in. It's a little boring. It's not the sexy part of your B2B global platform, but because we're not selling on a sales call, we're selling through an experience, through the free trial. We want to know what our content entails. Now, I say this every day, but people digest content differently. So you need to honor and respect that. Have the video classes, have the podcast and audio episodes. Maybe you've got visualizations, digital affirmation cards. Maybe you've got manifestation audios and podcast episodes. Maybe you've got workshops, the written word. You've got blogs, you've got step-by-step team activities or individual activities that a facilitator at the organization could implement. We want to really honor that people digest content differently. And if you're selling your B2B global platform for $300,000 per organization, and one organization buys and they have 20,000 employees, you can bet within that 20,000 employees, some people don't want to read. They don't want to look at ebooks. They don't want checklists. They want to experience it through a video. They want to listen in an audio as they're walking to work. They're on the bus or train or driving home. They're at the gym. They're cooking dinner. I devour podcasts and training when I'm walking my dog. I love it. We do a lot of beach walks. We've got some beautiful dog-friendly beach walks here where I live. It's magnificent. I'm consuming content, I'm learning, I'm being empowered, I'm being inspired, and I'm walking my dog. It's a win-win. So we must really honor that people digest content differently. So once you have established your expertise, what you're going to be selling, don't even start thinking about the name of it or the logo or the pretty colors or the font. None of that. What we're thinking about is what kind of content are we going to deliver to our people? Write a list. Write down everything you can think of. Oh, I could do this, I could do that. We have found millions of dollars in our clients' Google Drive. Go through your Google Drive. This is your time to be creative. I love writing. Like, I'm not great on the computer, but I love to write. I have whiteboards. I have, if you could just see what's in front of me now, I've got about 30 big, thick notebooks, like sketchbooks. I do infographics. I have mood boards. I cut things out of different things. I print things from Pinterest. I'm very visual in that respect. Whiteboards, maybe. Laptop. We've actually got one client, and she is magnificent. It's a husband and wife. She does most of the work, but he's part of the team. They go and buy like rolls and rolls of butcher paper. She sent me videos over. I've been working with her for a few weeks now, and she keeps sending videos of it strewn all over her dining room table, her office, her kitchen table. She's just always thinking, mind mapping. Do it however you need to do. This is one of the things I love so much about my coaching and mentoring is I don't believe in cookie cutter. I don't believe what's right for you is right for you, what's right for her, what's right for him. I truly believe that when you are bringing your magic to life, your content to life, you need to birth that in a way that's right for you, because you are essentially building and curating your own magical kingdom, and people are buying the keys to your magical kingdom because you are the one. You are the only one that can deliver the methodology, the framework, the formula, the content, and nobody else can. And that's why pricing becomes so irrelevant, and organizations are happily paying top dollar to access it. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. I've just finished before this video like a 1.5 liter of sparkling water, so I've got the hiccups, excuse me. Think about how you can birth this, what you can include. So much content you have already. I did a day workshop with 3 of my private clients last Friday, and we just looked at all of their content. They'd literally, I think we were on like day 2. 3 of them had started on the same day. Actually 4 had, but 1 wasn't able to make that particular workshop. And they had the day to just collate. And they had so much content, they couldn't believe it. One of my beautiful new clients, she had written a series of 7 playbooks, like ebooks on her certain topic. She works in the beauty industry with like medi spas, plastic surgeons, very kind of high-end luxury beauty industry. 7 playbooks. She said she spent about a year on them. She didn't even remember she had them. They now are going to be one of her main topics, and now we're delivering more content based on each of those. And what I love is we've now curated and confirmed her methodology of her B2B global platform based on those 7 pieces of content that she didn't even remember she had curated and created. So take the time and really be ruthless. Yes, I love this piece of content. I don't love it. I'm going to redo this. Like, this is not an easy ride here. You're not just coming in here for the next 21 days and building something from 20 minutes a day, or like you see online all the time, the 2-hour workday. It doesn't work like that in this space. You're in the unicorn universe. You are building a masterpiece, a legacy business that is going to pay you for as long as you want. So let's make it magnificent. Let's make it the masterpiece it deserves to be. You might have recorded a 20-minute video 2 years ago and you like it, but you don't love it. Redo it, repurpose it. Put it into something like the AI tool Repurpose and pull out reels, pull out blogs, pull out content. But do the work, investigate, and have so much fun doing it. Have so much fun doing it. Okay, you've got quite a few things there to start thinking about. Next, I want you to really start looking at your licensing model. Like, are you going $300K for a 12-month license? No monthly subscriptions, no payment plans. That's what I personally recommend. Or are you wanting to make it something that's a little bit more accessible? Not every client that comes to work with me in this 21-day transformational experience wants to make $500,000 a month. We've had one beautiful client who's just rolled out. She did the 21 days. She sold 2 of her licenses, one on day 18, one on day 21. And her particular platform is $44,444. 44444. It could have gone for 144,000. That was the number that she really wanted to go with. It aligned with her. She's big on numbers. She's big on kind of the spirituality of numbers and angel numbers. That was something that meant something to her. And she also launched a particular offering within her B2B global platform on the 4th. Think about your licensing model. You have so many possibilities here. If you're looking at something like white label, which I'm not going to go into in this challenge purely because that is for my private clients only, that is part of my IP. White label, go into something like Go High Level and charge even more to the organization. Hire a virtual assistant to rebrand everything, their logo, their brand style guide, their colors, their fonts. So it becomes part of their ecosystem. It's branded to them. And every time their 20,000 employees or their 5,000 or their 300 employees log in, it's a representation of their organization, their brand, their commitment to their people. But white labeling is a different beast altogether. And there's usually an extra 0 at the end of that from what I've been talking about. So think 3 million rather than 300. This is an opportunity for you to really look at everything you've done up until now, your accomplishments, your content, and repurpose it in a way that after maybe 2 days, you're going to blow your own mind about the kind of content and how much content you have. It's wonderful. So look at your licensing model. How do you want to really position yourself? Because positioning in this space is really big. Positioning being what people are saying about you and your brand when you're not in the room. We don't want to let people create our positioning statement for us and how we're seen in the online space. We need to choose our own positioning statement and how we want to be perceived. So really feel into that. Do you want it to be very exclusive? We've got clients that only want to sell 1 a month, but they want to charge $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 for that. Do you want to be more accessible? Sell more volume, but at a lower price point. Really start feeling into that for you and how that works for you. And what is so beautiful about all of this business model is you get to choose and do it your way. We're not following a step-by-step of, oh, you can't do that. Oh, no, don't do that. It is more what aligns with you, with your business ethos, with your values, your mission. So think about your licensing model and how that feels to you. So important. Then the last part of what I want you to start working on, not just today, but over the next few days, is one, I want you to write your best in the world at statement. 1 paragraph, what are you best in the world at? Because we are going to be putting that up in lights. You're going to have magazines, publications, podcasters, TV shows, authors, event managers, retreat managers reaching out and asking you for a quote, asking you to be a keynote speaker at their awards night, at their international summit or conference. So what are you best in the world at? And that is going up in lights. That is your billboard. Number 2, what are your values when it comes to your business? I love talking about being beautifully compensated in this space, and I get shut down all the time from people saying, oh, women shouldn't talk about how much money they make, yada, yada, yada. Almost 3 decades in the online space, building my own empire. I can talk about money until the cows come home, as long as I want, because I believe that we all deserve unfathomable wealth. We deserve crazy money. We deserve six-figure months, multi-six-figure months, million-dollar deals and opportunities. That is the unicorn universe. Why do we have to play small? Why do we have to do what everyone else is doing and sell a $1,997 offer? Why do we have to be an affiliate and sell all these crappy little products? We don't have to do anything. So what are your deep ingrained values? 3, write a mission statement. What is your personal mission statement? What do you stand for? And 4, and final, what is your positioning statement? How do you want people to perceive you, your business, your brand? You're not in that room. What are people saying about you, your business, your brand? This is up for you to curate. And those 4 statements need to be aligned with every single thing that you do moving forward. I had 2 words that were really important to me 28, almost 29 years ago. Being authentic, my real self. 2, transparency. I wanted to be so transparent. I went through a stage early on in my business where I hired studios. I had hair and makeup done for my videos. I'd hire different offices. I remember even buying backdrops from an event management company of backdrops. It was just like trying to showcase myself as, really professional, really, what's the word? Just professional. And I realized that my audience didn't align with that. My audience loved when I remember doing a VIP day in New York a few years ago. Very high ticket, VIP day, female leaders. And I did a video in a beautiful, we were in the plaza. We got to go, I'd organised for a behind the scenes tour of the plaza. And Lady Gaga had performed the night before, so you can just imagine what the ballroom looked like. It was spectacular. And I did a live in there, and as I was doing the live, a lady walked behind me and she had like a tray of champagne glasses that she was preparing, and she tripped and fell. They smashed. One came like literally into my face, didn't smash on me, but champagne went everywhere. I just started laughing, and then I just kept going on with my video. Before I would have been horrified. Delete, delete, delete. And my audience just aligns to me just being my true, authentic self. This works, this doesn't. And of course have been, for many of you, along the ride of my roller coaster. I had a good year where I was heavily, heavily trolled in the online space. Horrific, where we had to remove, I get choked up even thinking about it, talking about, had to remove all of my content for a period of time because I couldn't face it. It was just the most horrific trolling you can imagine. Like, I'm not even going to go into detail, but it was all just personal attacks. Making attacks about my family, about my friends, people like going in and investigating, people in my life. Like, it was horrendous, the worst time of my life. But it was all about coming out the other end and then talking about it and doing training on it. And so many of my private clients have experienced something not to that level, but similar. So being authentic, just my true authentic self. And 2, being so transparent. I don't hide my pricing behind webinars and sales calls and discovery calls. I don't make people jump through hoops to say yes. I've run my business in a way that I truly, truly believe that my people will find me when they're ready. When they're done with the hustle, they're done with the crickets, they're done with trying to do all the things, and they just want one business model that's very high ticket, that they can build once, sell on repeat, no hustle, no paid ads, no sales calls, no 1 million follow-ups. And they are ready to say yes, not to me, but to themselves, that I'm here and they will find me. And I have run my business for almost 3 decades based on those values. And I can tell you, hand on my heart, I would not be here today had I not. I've seen people come and go over the years. I can't tell you. People come and go. Apparently they're the next new guru. They've just discovered this. They've just done that. They go. Build your business on the foundations as you would a house. We don't want cracks. We don't want leaks. We want to have this beautiful, transparent and authentic business model that makes us an incredible amount of money. So then we get to live our life by design, but we're also helping people. We're making impact. I've got about 10 clients at the moment that are all extremely passionate about giving back. One is building a school, a very small school in Bali. Somebody else is creating a Read With Me program. One of our clients is working on a breast cancer charity. Her mother passed, unfortunately, not long ago from breast cancer. We've got one that is building their own, actually husband and wife, building their own charity. Another beautiful husband and wife are creating a international homeschooling give back initiative. When you have money, you have the opportunity to do whatever you want with it. Give back, build a charity, volunteer your time, whatever it might be. I volunteer at a children's hospice here in New South Wales. I've done that for probably going on, I'm going to say 11, 12 years now. I'm a part of all of their fundraising, their event management, their consulting, their board. One of the greatest gifts I've ever received is the privilege to do that. Would I be able to do that if I was working a 9 to 5, having to, look after, manage my family? No. So be proud to be beautifully compensated for your work. Stand tall, be proud. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. But in here is what counts. Create impact. Change people's lives with your content. Help people. And create a life that you've only ever dreamed of and make it come true. No one's coming. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to do the work for you. It's time for you to really step into your power and say yes to yourself. And those 4 statements are going to help you more than you know, and they're going to take you so far because you will keep coming back to them as your anchor, as your foundation. I really hope what I've shared with you today lands. I hope it lands in a way that you start doing the work. Like, I know free is great. I know coming to this challenge, I know listening to my audio trainings on Telegram, I know my YouTube channel, commenting free on everything. I know it's great, but now it's really time to roll up your sleeves and get to work. Might sound harsh, but it's true. I will give you my free content till the cows come home. I've done it all my career and I will continue to do so. I am such a firm believer of value before transaction. You come into my world, you can take all the free stuff you want, but until you're ready to invest in yourself and really say, yes, I'm doing this, you're going to just keep staying where you are. You're going to keep spinning your wheels. You're going to stay on that hamster wheel. Say yes to yourself. It really is time. Okay. Do all of those tasks and activities I've shared with you today. Don't miss any of them. And I will see you tomorrow for our 3rd and final day of the Build and Launch Your Own B2B global platform in 21 days. And I cannot wait. Big love, everyone. I really, really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to share with me. And I hope in this moment you're feeling so excited to go. Hit the accelerator. Enough waiting. Stop wishing, start doing. No one's going to do it for you. Get going. All right, big love, bit of a kick up the bum, and I will see you very soon right here inside our 3-day challenge. Thank you again, and bye for now. Welcome everyone to day 3 of our challenge, our 3rd and final day together. I hope that you have become crystal clear on your superpower, your expertise, what is going to make you move from where you are now to a category of 1, to the unicorn in your industry. Now you have really established your key foundational pieces. What kind of content are you going to create? What content do you already have that you could add in? What could you repurpose? Now is the time for implementation. I want you to look at 2 or 3 different platforms. School, Kajabi, Kartra, ClickFunnels, go high level, play around with the free trials, upload some of your content and see what it looks like. See how it feels for you. You want it to be so user-friendly for your audience. You want them to be able to really jump in there and dive around to the different pieces of content. Something I want you to consider, when you are the organization and you're paying someone $100K to purchase a 12-month license to their content, you don't want it to be complicated. You don't want to do something like Slack or another software company does where they have to pay per user, or make it complicated with only a certain amount of users at a time. Make it so easy. One login, everyone at their organization has access, and make the content something that they can digest whilst in the workplace. Organizations aren't paying you high ticket, so their people can sit at their desk and watch a 3-hour masterclass series or listen to a 60-minute podcast episode. It needs to be short. It needs to be quick. It needs to be something that enables them to either get a quick win, like to really understand how they're feeling in that moment and how they can overcome that. Let's say you have a platform on teaching everyone at the organization to be a more confident public speaker. Somebody's just about to go in and do a presentation or a pitch deck. They're feeling nervous, they're trepidatious about what's going to happen. They just jump onto your platform, log in, pop their earphones in, their AirPods in, and they listen to a 7-minute visualization, a 7-minute affirmation or manifestation, a 7-minute like pump up, let's go, you've got this. They don't want that person before they're walking into that meeting, into that pitch deck, listening to a 90-minute audio. That's one of the big mistakes I see in this space. Keep everything short, everything simple. None of my content within my masterclasses take more than 27 minutes. I have some masterclasses that are 12, 15, 20 minutes, nothing more than 27 minutes. So at one time, someone in the organization can go through that piece of content and get a quick win, a tip, a strategy, something to do in that moment. So I want you to really think deeply into that, and that's where repurposing your content is going to come in so beautifully. So you're in Kajabi, you're in Go High Level. Let's start uploading some of your content. Let's see how it looks. As you're doing this, this is when I want you to start thinking about the name of your platform, because you're seeing it in front of you. It's almost like you have these names for your kids. My husband and I did this with all 3 of our kids. We had a few names we liked for boys and girls. We didn't find out, so we had both. Excuse me. And after each one was born, we kind of just looked at each other and every single time said the same name. We just knew that's their names. That's what we wanted to call them. We had other names. You are birthing your platform the same way. Once you've got some content up there, start feeling into what it could be called. You know, the global platform of global platform. Don't make it complicated. Make it so easy. Okay, this platform is about overcoming anxiety in the workplace. This platform is going to help my people on personal branding, and it's going to my executive leadership team. It's about conscious leadership in the workplace. It's on feminine wealth energetics in the workplace. It's on productivity, time management. It could be your sales, your marketing methodology. Whatever it is, wait until you've got some content up in front of you, because something will come to you and it will just fit like a glove. So start doing that. Spend a few hours, try a few different platforms, and what will happen is one of the platforms is just going to fit. It's just going to feel like a good fit. And if the first few don't, go and try some other platforms. The list is endless. There are so many platforms you can build this on. And the name will come. So start building out your platform. And once you've chosen the right one, you either start uploading all the content yourself, use an AI transcript, so you get transcripts of your videos. So people that can't sit there and listen, they might be able to watch it and read while they're at work or in a not in a meeting, that's not a good start, on the bus, on the train, etc. Once that's all built, what we want to do is we want to get our first clients, and we want to really test this and get proof of concept, get evidence, get feedback. Oh, I love all of this, but I don't love what's here. I love all of this, but this topic is missing. Because we become so engrossed in what we're doing that we miss things. Or sometimes there's double ups and we're talking about the same thing in two different videos. What we want to do is invite 5 to 10 people in your network, people you trust, to come and experience your platform. And I say this with love, not mum, dad, partner, best friend, because that's just going to come from a place of pure, oh, it's amazing, I'm so proud of you, yeah. That's not going to help anybody. A colleague, somebody that you used to work with or work for, some past or present clients. Get real feedback, but we're not going to the market yet. We're not inviting people to the free trial. And what we want to do here is be really clear that they've only got 24, 48 hours to get that feedback back to you, because we move really quickly in this space of build, launch, sell. I say this often, money loves speed, money loves impact, money loves freedom. Get that platform built, get it tested. And then what we're going to do, and I've actually got an example of one of our very successful clients. Her name is Poppy. She landed her first high ticket client on day 11 of working with us. And I want to be really specific about what she did. So everything's in front of me. Try and use this as inspiration, as how you could do this too. Because we don't do paid ads. In saying that, and for full transparency, I have, I'm going to say maybe 3 to 7 clients at any time that run paid ads. The reason they do, they've got an agency, they want to move a little quicker. That's just in their DNA. Paid ads work. So, Poppy, number 1, clarifying the problem that her platform solves. She was very much on the problem being the solution. She identified that her platform solves a very specific issue for corporate clients, and it's all about empowering women in leadership to thrive by overcoming workplace challenges such as imposter syndrome, burnout, and self-worth. She deals a lot in the imposter syndrome space of, I'm not good enough, people are going to think I'm a fraud. I'm going to say in the last few months, probably the last month, she's added a modality in there on work-life balance, which she's had incredible feedback for. She knew companies were spending money on leadership development programs, but they often lacked a solution specifically tailored to the female workplace, the female leaders. So she created a solution to that problem. Her platform is $125K. She does an 18-month license, not a 12. She does an 18-month license. The reason being, she's been in business for 11 years, heaps of content, and just really didn't want to rush people through that process of a 12-month license. That was her personal choice. 2, we really looked at LinkedIn for her custom outreach, her exclusive outreach. We really optimized her LinkedIn profile and her LinkedIn page to build her as the authority in this space. Women in business, female leaders, female empowerment, and we really focused on imposter syndrome. Even though she's got all of these other pieces, imposter syndrome was what her best in the world statement came through. It was what her mission was, to help women overcome imposter syndrome in their leadership roles. We talked a lot in her outline about the problem her platform solves, the measurable outcomes companies could achieve, reduce leadership attrition rates by 20% in 6 months. She included some testimonials from other work that she had done, not her platform, and really highlighted her platform and what it can do. And the link, the CTA, the call to action, the free trial. So we optimized her page. We got her to repurpose some content, some white articles. She had a podcast from about 5 or 6 years ago. We repurposed those. We pulled out sections of them. Repurposing when you're curating and launching and selling your B2B global platform will be your new best friend. I mentioned earlier, repurpose the app, the AI app, check it out. Okay, number 3, we used LinkedIn Sales Navigator to start finding HR leaders and learning and development managers in industries that we could see already invested in leadership programs. Tech, finance, healthcare were the big ones. Then we did a big push around female founders, and it turned out a lot of those female founders were in the e-com, health, beauty, wellness, and fitness space. So she had some really concrete information through Sales Nav. So if you're on LinkedIn, have a look at Sales Navigator. I do believe they have a free trial. She did search filters such as job titles, HR Director, HR Manager, Learning and Development Manager, Startup Founder. Industries, what I just mentioned to you, keywords, women in leadership, female empowerment, diversity and inclusion in the workplace. Something for you to think about is starting to build your keyword playbook. Keywords for social media, for outreach, exclusive outreach, to use in your blogs, for your SEO, for your website. I always recommend my clients choose 50 keywords, and we really start ingraining them into our language and how we're articulating what your B2B global platform does. What happens when you're a category of 1? You almost start your own language. You use words that might be different to other meanings. So unicorn for me, perfect example as a category of 1. Unicorn is spelt differently. Spelt UNICORYN, unicorn. And unicorn in business often means that rare billion-dollar startup. For me, I have used that language and I have reframed it over the last 15 to 20 years about it meaning you're the category of 1. You are the one. And I talk a lot about you are the unicorn in a sea of white horses. So I'll often get people that have never heard of me before, haven't come across my content before, seeing me talk about unicorns, and they'll reach out and say, oh, Can you help me with my $1 billion startup? Can you help me with my $1 billion SaaS product? It's a different language because it's a different meaning. So when you are this category of one, you're going to start using words and phrases and keywords that relate to you. For me, a B2B global platform is something that I've really curated, and I use that and articulate that language in all of my messaging, my core messaging, my brand. And you're going to do the same. So really start now. You're building the foundation. Start with those 50 keywords. All right, next. Poppy didn't do this. She hired a VA off Upwork and organised she booked her for a full week to send personalised connection requests. But instead of sending generic messages, if you're in LinkedIn, you'll get these all the time, the generic ones. Instead, hers was very personalised, and she had 3 different ones, but I will share one with you that she did approve me to share. Hello, their name. Actually, a funny story. I was on LinkedIn last night and I was just going through my messages. I have a team that manages our socials, including LinkedIn. Occasionally I'll pop into LinkedIn and have a look around. And I had about, I'm guessing here, but I'm going to say 8 to 10, maybe even 12 messages. And it said, hi, and then in brackets, insert first name here. How lazy is that? So for me, delete. I'm not even reading the rest of your message. You could be teaching me how to land on the moon, how to fly into space. I'm not reading your message. So, hi, their name, their actual name. I noticed your company's recent initiatives around leadership development and wanted to connect. I specialize in helping organizations empower women leaders to thrive through and then her B2B global platform name. I'd love to share a quick idea about how we could support your efforts. Now, she had crazy open rates, super short messaging that really just cuts through the noise of, I've researched, I've seen what you've been working on, I've got an idea for you. And if that's going to a startup of a founder, a HR manager, a CEO, that's going to pique their interest and be like, okay, I'll find out more. And all I need to do is connect with them on the LinkedIn platform. Personalized, bespoke, custom, exclusive outreach is exactly what you need to be doing when you're playing in the unicorn universe. One of our clients has worked, I'm going to say, for 2 months to really finesse his beautiful pitch deck for his B2B global platform. It is a personalized pitch deck that goes to individuals, and he even has included a Loom video in there where he's on their website and he's talking and he's sharing ideas and initiatives, all of which are in his platform. 2 months to build something that is magnificent. It's a masterpiece. Doesn't need to take that long. We've had other clients that have done that in a day or a weekend, but he's taken the time. He hired a professional branding team, a professional graphic designer. He worked with our copywriters. It needs to be unicorn worthy. Don't just slap out a generic message. Okay. Next, you need to start doing what Poppy did, where she started a value-driven conversation. Once her connection accepted, she didn't go for the hard sell. She didn't go for the free trial. She focused on understanding their needs and to see if her female leadership platform was actually something they needed. This was done very simply. Thanks for connecting, Charlotte, Bob, Brian, whatever your name is. I'm curious, what are some of the challenges your team faces with women in leadership roles? I've been working with companies and she puts the same industry, on tackling imposter syndrome and retention challenges, so I'd love to hear your insights. So many messages back. People love to share their challenges. If that meant that she potentially had something that could help them solve that problem of their female leaders experiencing imposter syndrome and experiencing retention challenges, they're in. I'm all ears. I'm listening. She hasn't asked for email addresses. She hasn't asked for them to sign in on anything. There's no credit card involved. Pure value before transaction. I'm just going to see if I can help you. And what is so wonderful about this outreach is it happens really quickly. You know, sometimes you'll send someone a message on Facebook or Instagram and then you check and they haven't even seen it, or they've seen it and they don't reply. Sometimes they never reply. Sometimes they reply a week or two later. LinkedIn moves fast because people are there for business. Okay? Then they come back with their challenges. Usually that's all happens within a couple of days. With Poppy, we looked at all of her data and nothing took more than 4 days with her conversation. Everything was under 4 days. So she jumped in, answered some questions very specifically around their challenges, gave them some really great insights. Again, she did a Loom video, so she was speaking directly to them via a Loom. This isn't a generic message. It was to that person. It was answering their specific challenges. She then invited them in that message she has a 14-day free trial where she talked about running a beta program with select organizations to test how our platform reduces burnout and improves retention among female leaders. Love to give you access completely free, zero obligation for 2 weeks. No cost, no commitment, so you can see the results firsthand. Then she had a document attached. It was a 1-page Google Doc, which we ended up moving into a PDF. It had, after they had experienced the free trial, how much the 12-month license was, a list of different, like she had a table of contents of different content pieces, how it would actually solve the problem that they're experiencing in their workplace. And this is a big problem. This is a very, very big problem for them. They want their female leaders to feel empowered because they are leading an organization. And just a quick side note on this, many organizations and big businesses have women in business. So they will have women in business initiatives, projects, events. So you can be speaking directly to these people. Now, side note. Actually, I'll just finish this part. The pilot was a success. She signed her first few clients very, very quickly. The company saw immediate engagement from their female leaders. They loved the platform. The HR leaders were very impressed. So she landed her premium product sales very, very quickly. No nonsense, no paid ads, no sales calls. She didn't get on a call with any of these people. It took time to do the Loom video. It took time to answer their questions around the challenges, and she tied them all back to her platform. I have the solution to the problem you're experiencing. It's all in this platform. You get it all, and you get it for 12 months. It very much was a no-brainer. Now, side note. No, I forget what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Side note, I have spoken about this before. Organizations do have budgets to spend, but they have budgets. They don't have millions and millions of dollars that they can spend whenever they want. They've allocated budgets, department budgets. So often your no is a not right now, and often it's budget related. And that's okay, because now you've got a lead. You've got someone in that space that you can, you know, if you've updated a piece of content, maybe in 3 months' time, you can invite them back. There's so many opportunities for you if it's a no. Something else I wanted to talk to you about today, and this is something that I'll just touch on so you can just be inspired and think of the possibilities for you. But again, this is very much part of our 21 days with our private clients. Referrals. Almost all of our clients have a referral program with their B2B global platform. Somebody is at a conference. How's business been going? I see that you have a lot of female leaders in the space. How's that going? Oh, well, let me tell you, I've just invested in this phenomenal global platform. This lady's name's Poppy. It's It's around imposter syndrome. Let me get you a connection. Let me get you a free trial. So that lady, let's say her name is Charlotte, recommends Poppy's B2B global platform to Sarah. So nice. Sarah signs up. Charlotte gets a kickback. She gets a commission. She gets a referral fee. 5K, 10K, 12K. Suddenly, not only is Poppy's B2B global platform helping and inspiring Charlotte's business, she's making money, commissions and referral fees by recommending it. Please note, to do that, 1, you need a contract, a letter of agreement, because it must be 1000% transparent. This is a referral. This is a kickback, money I'm getting. The company needs to know about it, especially if it's like a HR manager, a department head. They need to know that people are making money from that referral. Some companies do not allow it. So this is one part that must be crystal clear. You must have all of your I's dotted, your T's crossed for this as a legal, ethical transaction. However, think about it in your shoes. You have experienced purchasing the license to a platform, you recommend it and you make $5,000 every time you recommend it and somebody purchases it, you're starting to recommend that platform a little bit more. So think about that. That's bigger picture. And that's when you're really starting to scale. You're really leveraging your kingdom, your magical kingdom. PR. You're going to be invited, as I said earlier, to speak on podcasts, to share your platform. You'll be invited to conferences, to be the keynote speaker or to host a panel, to be interviewed, to do a fireside chat. You are now the unicorn in this space. People want to know more. So leverage that as much as you can by having an opportunity to promote your platform. And I'll give you an example of one of my beautiful clients, Olivia. I can't give you a lot of information. With all of my clients, I sign confidentiality and an NDA, but I do for my own training, for my own experiences, for my own social proof, if you will. I do get in writing certain things that I can share from clients and what I can't share. For Olivia, she spoke at an international conference in, was it Las Vegas? Anyway, in the States. Part of the agreement was she got paid, beautifully compensated, and then in the event booklet, her QR code was in there with she has a 30-day free trial of her B2B global platform. So the QR code, people were paying sponsorship fees, like thousands and thousands of dollars to be featured in the event booklet. That was part of the agreement. She was a sponsor. She was one of the keynote speakers. She could share about her platform on stage, and then she had the QR code. She had close to 100 people sign up for her free trial, and she ended up converting just under 20%. And as I say that, more have come in over the last few days and weeks, and weeks. There are opportunities, endless opportunities. This is a limitless opportunity for you, but you have to be very strategic and very intentional. Instead of trying to do all the things and trying to be everything to everyone, we want to lean in and we want to whisper the right words in the right ear at the right time. So these decision makers at organizations have an opportunity to accelerate the know, like, trust and connection with you. They feel like, just like Poppy did, it's not a hard sell. There's no ick. They don't have to watch a 90-minute webinar and go on a sales call. They just get to experience it and see if it's a yes or a no. It does get to be that easy, but it's very easy to complicate. That's why I want you to keep it strategic. Be so intentional with your decision making every single step of the way. Hence why I created my proven methodology and framework of unicorn. Step by step, what works. I am able to provide something that collapses time. It took me years and years and years to hone in my unicorn methodology. So much trial, so much error. I can't even tell you how much money we spent on paid advertising. And then I realized my decision makers are not hanging out in Facebook groups and answering questions. They're not scrolling TikTok looking for a solution to their business needs. They're not on Instagram looking at how to solve a problem. They're on Instagram looking at their friends and families' vacations and their friends' kids growing up and their friends' weddings and their friends' kids' weddings and people becoming grandparents. They're on Facebook socializing. So instead of trying to be all of these places, we're going to be so strategic and so intentional. And LinkedIn is somewhere I want you to jump into today and start looking at your profile. Would I come and look at it and see you as the expert, the go-to person, the credible source, the unicorn? Would I be confused with your messaging? Would I be unsure about what it is you help people with? You need to be crystal clear. So when you do approach prospects with messaging just like Poppy's, you cut through the noise because they know you're not selling them into a webinar and a sales call. You're actually saying, what are these challenges you're having? I might have the solution for you. One of our clients, actually we've got a couple of clients that do this and do this exceptionally well. They look at the person's profile, maybe the person's recently commented on somebody's white article, or maybe they've written their own blog or article, and they'll often ask questions around that so they can get a better understanding of, can I actually help you? Because you don't have to worry about refunds or chargebacks or anything with this because they've had the free trial. They've experienced it. They know if it's a yes or a no. So there is so much for you to think about that we've really unpacked over the last 3 days. And those 2 words, strategic and intentional, need to be on your radar every single step. Otherwise, you're just going to make it too complicated. You're going to start throwing things at the wall and hoping they stick. You're going to try and do all the things instead of just honing in on what you need to be focused on and what you need to be doing. And I really hope the last 3 days have got you so excited because your own B2B platform has the potential to change your life, and very quickly. You're not in a 12-month mastermind waiting for small changes. You're not in a 12-week group with, 200 other people. You're building a masterpiece, a legacy that stands the test of time. And it's the curation of your intellectual property. So go through, watch the 3 days as many times as you need, but do the work and show up for yourself like you never have before. Show up for yourself like you never have before. If you would like to spend the next 21 days with me, walking side by side, building it out, launching and selling your own B2B global platform, send me a private message. Let's have a chat about your topic, your industry. Full transparency, it is a $20,000 US investment, no payment plans. It's $20K pay in full. We get started immediately because those 21 days are going to pass anyway. They're going to, why wait? Get started. My personal guarantee, my personal promise to you is after the 21 days, if you haven't sold your first high-ticket B2B global platform 12-month license, I will continue to work with you completely for free until we sell your first high-ticket offer. That is really important to me. I want you to experience success at the highest level when it comes to being beautifully compensated for your work, curating global impact, and experiencing freedom and building your dream life, your life by design. You're getting to choose how you live it. So 2 opportunities. 1, take what I've shared with you over the 3 days and do the work. Show up for yourself like you never have before. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing, what anyone else is saying. Those people are not paying your bills. Set a goal. I want to sell my first B2B global platform in the next 30 days at 75K. And as soon as I do that, I'm taking my family to the Maldives. Go, it's beautiful. I'm paying off my mortgage. I'm retiring my partner. I'm buying my dream car. I'm buying my partner his or her dream car. And make it happen for yourself. Or 2, come and work with me. Let's do it all together. Follow my proven unicorn methodology and framework, and I will work with you every single day to get your first high-ticket B2B global platform sold. And we will be celebrating. That is for sure. Thank you so much for spending your time, your precious time with me over the last 3 days. Please take action. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Stop waiting for approval or validation or permission from anyone. You have this one life. And stop playing small in your business and take this to the moon. You've got it. You really do. You've got this. So send me a private message. Let's chat. If you have any questions about the 3-day challenge, send me a private message. I'd love to answer any questions you have. And even if you feel inspired by what I've shared, send me a message. Let me know. I would love to know. Okay, do the work. Remember, no one is coming to save you. No one's coming to do the work for you. And it's time to say yes to yourself. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are around the world, and bye for now.